Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They'll run play action. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Thrust that arm out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Gators in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Offense getting set for first down. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Using his feet to buy time. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. The give from the gun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cal. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air. It's Lagway. Escapes trouble. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gators want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, give on the inside. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, make it.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. On the return, it's Abrams. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Afterburners coming.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On the move and looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the downs. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Coming after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the...
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 26 over the Royals. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this trip.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of shots, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fakes his man out. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
He makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Split backs here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box, so that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. The give out of the gun. The Gators pick up the 1st down.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the 4th quarter now with that last run. He's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Gators are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Quarterback will audible. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Slips a tackle. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. On the return, it's Brown. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Martin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but When things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with his defense and they get the ball back. Offense set on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Feeling some heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.